Hello, my name is Mrs. Hammond. I teach PE 1, Adaptive PE, and Health 2. If you're watching this video, it means that you are in my PE 1 or Adaptive PE class. I'm going to go ahead and present my screen. I'm going to try to make this video super quick. My Health 1 was not. So a little bit about me. I've been teaching PE and health for 3 years now. I've spent the last 2 years at McKay High School teaching 9th through 12th grade, and I taught a variety of classes, low impact PE, personal fitness, a little bit of weightlifting, health. So I had a nice little variety. I'm excited to be back in Portland though. Portland is where I grew up, so it feels good to be back. One thing to note, I am teaching at 2 different schools this year. So I am at Cleveland and I'm also at Ockley Green, which is why my office hours and my live meets might be a little different for students, which I have, if it is different for your class, I have already communicated this through email and through Remind. Class description. Super long paragraph. You're more than welcome to pause the video if you would like to read it. But basically what it says is we're going to continue developing physical education skills, motor, physical, fitness knowledge. We're going to continue developing those skills so students can carry them on into other PE classes. The online program will have students actively engage their body with body weight movements, cardiovascular exercise, endurance, and fitness tracking. I've had a couple families reach out and say, hey, my kid has not done anything for PE. I'm letting you know that we are providing the resources and I'm providing the workouts. Whether your student is actively doing the workouts, that's on them. So just know that I am providing that information and they do have those resources available. As far as my expectation for attendance and meets, my expectation for attendance is that students are filling out the attendance form on asynchronous and synchronous days, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I've had a couple students reach out asking why they were marked absent. And the reason is if they do not fill out that attendance form for the day, I have to assume that they did not log on to Canvas and they didn't finish the attendance form, and so I have to mark them absent. The district and state came and said, I'm no longer allowed to just count logging into Canvas as being present. Students have to actually submit an assignment. And so my assignment for students is the attendance form. It's located on the Canvas homepage. It's a little button down at the bottom, and it takes them about 30 seconds to fill out the form. 2 reasons why I chose the attendance form as the way to take attendance in my class. First, with me being at 2 different schools, the attendance form, it allows me to quickly analyze the data in a super organized way, which I like. And second reason is it offers students a chance to, that should say chance, not change. It offers students a chance to check in with me privately, which is good because not every student feels like they can speak out loud in the class meetings or unmute, which is totally fine. I get that. It's scary for some students. So the attendance form allows me to check in with students multiple times a week and let me know if they are struggling or need my assistance. I do send out daily reminders on the Remind to fill out this form. So your student has plenty of communication about this. If they are being marked absent, it's because they have not filled out the form. As far as my Google Meets, it will always stay the same. It'll be CHS Hammond. I did not want to send out new links every single time we meet for class. And so my Google Meet code will stay the same moving forward. I think that is the easiest way for students to be successful in Google Meets. As far as grading, I have spoken with the students about this several times. First, when they look at Canvas and they see different assignments, some of them might show up as 0 points or just a complete incomplete. This does not mean that I'm not counting the assignment towards a grade. I am, The reason it shows that way is because Student View and Canvas don't automatically link my gradebook. And so I have the option of entering everything by hand on Canvas and then repeating the process for Student View, or I can just do it once for Student View and then just show incomplete or complete on Canvas. So when your student, or if you are a parent or guardian that checks grades on Canvas, when you see the 0 points or complete, incomplete, I am still grading the assignment. Just the most accurate grade will be on Student View. Additionally, I'm working with my co-teacher on this, and I've spoken with the students several times about this. I have not decided what the most equitable way is to grade online PE. I personally, I don't want to grade students on whether they are like participating in live workouts and they have their camera on, because I think that's a huge privacy issue. I also don't want to penalize a student if they don't have like the right workout equipment. So there's been a lot of discussion on how can I grade students in a fair way when the online PE system isn't necessarily set up to be equitable. Long answer for I am still discussing with my co-teacher about how we exactly want to grade these classes. The one thing is, though, students can always redo or resubmit an assignment even after I have graded it. So, for example, they had a 2-week fitness journal that was due Monday. If they get their grade back and they got a 50% on it, they're more than welcome to redo it. That is one thing that's going to be consistent in my class, in all my classes. I think with online learning, students should be able to redo and return in assignments at any point in time, because I think that is the best way to set that student up for success. So as far as grading, that's where I'm at. For the class setup and modules, Canvas will be divided by each week and then further day by day. So for example, when a student logs on, they click on modules, they will see week of September 28th. Then there will be a list for their asynchronous work for Tuesday, asynchronous work for Wednesday, and then synchronous work for Friday. This format was voted on by the classes after I received feedback and data from the first 2 weeks. And I think this is going to be the best way to organize the class moving forward. I explained this to students today, and I'll post it again on Canvas, but this is how my class setup and my modules will look like moving forward. Last thing is, if you have any questions, the best way to contact me is through Remind or email. The only note on that is, if you try to contact me through email, please include your student's name, what school they attend, and what class. It's really confusing being at 2 different schools when I get an email from a parent and it doesn't have the student's name or what school they attend. It's more difficult on my end to try to figure out who you're talking about. So please include that information if you do reach out. If you guys have any questions, if your students have feedback, I would love to hear it. I truly do value and appreciate what I'm hearing from the students right now. The honest answers help me with pacing and curriculum moving forward. And so if you have feedback, I would love to hear it. Any questions, please reach out.